Alright guys, so I wanted to show y'all something. I just got these. I was in Connecticut and I just got these Skeleton Rose FX, which I may give away. I'm not sure. And then I got these bad boys. Ooh. Come on. Alright, look at that. Let's see what they look like with the power clip. This one won an award. But let's see what this one looked like with the power clip. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. We got, I think, green one or a black one. That was pretty damn good, I ain't gonna lie. Let me know in the comments which one y'all like better. This one won an award. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know which one I like better. Like this, swap the power clips. One of them I got the fade blade, one of them I got the taper blade. It's lit, it's dope. What you getting done today, man?
So I normally get like a come over.
Okay.
I normally get like a mid-high fade all the time. Nothing off the top normally, but yeah, that's what I normally get.
Do you want this to connect a little bit more, like when it lays over to the side?
I normally like go brush my hair to like kind of up and like to the side, not just like fully to the side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. All right, man. YouTube, what's going on? We got another haircut tutorial for you. We're gonna wet down the hair, get it prepared for the cut. I'm gonna focus mostly on the perimeter, the parietal ridge, that area. We're gonna take a bunch of this bulk off, and we're gonna do this all the way around using clipper over comb. So one of the things I was asking my client, man, was in the consultation, did he like a disconnected look? Because to me, it just seemed disconnected, and it seemed like it wasn't really fading into the sides. So I want to make sure that it was okay to connect it, because some people like a disconnected look. So I wanted to double check, and if not, then I was gonna do my own thing and blend it in. And so on this side, you can see it's disconnected a bunch, and so much so that if you look above the parietal ridge is like the top of the side of the head where it starts to curve into the top. You could see it starts to look light. And I'm balding him out, but I want you guys to pay attention to that part because it affects the final look. And during the haircut, you're not going to hear it in this video, but during the haircut, I am coaching him for the future to let it grow. Let that area grow, so you can see, especially in the crown area, you can see through the hair because of his hair texture. And we don't want that. We want that area above the parietal ridge to look full, so you can't see through it, so the shape is nice, and the end result for the fade is going to look so much better. So far we balded him out. We used the blade open. Now we're using the one open. And we're just creating our guidelines right now. Alright, so the guidelines are created. We're going to jump to our number 3 and start to fade down. And again, I haven't cut anything really above the ridge on that side, because we're gonna let that grow out so that in the future it looks better. And please do follow along with the color guide on the bottom left corner. So that blue number 3 guard, you can see it on color guide. The blue color is a number 3. Alright, so at this point we're using the red 1.5 guard, and we started off open, and we're gonna close it, and you'll see that guideline that was created with the number 1 open is starting to disappear. Now, because we are fading down, We will jump back to that number 1 guard open as you see here, and we may close it as needed until the next guideline starts to disappear. Now it won't disappear, that's why we slap on this green half guard to start to take that line away. We'll do this all the way around the head. And once that guideline is gone, is faded out all the way around the head, we'll take that green half guard off and start to blend down with no guard open. And you'll see in a bit what I'm talking about. It's one of the benefits of blending down. You can see the progress. So you can see we've closed up the green half guard. It's pretty much all the way closed now. And if by accident you create a line, just jump back to the 1 guard and go up a little bit higher. So at this point we have no guard, and we're starting to blend down, closing the lever little by little until the initial guideline, the bottom guideline, the last one, has disappeared. And you can see I closed the lever up some. It's about halfway closed. And by the time we're all the way closed, like you see here, that bottom line should be gone. Alright, so I'm jumping down to my trimmers, and we're gonna get it as bald as possible. We're gonna start to remove all that bulk on the bottom. We'll follow it up with the shaver to get it nice and tight, and then we'll start to line him up. Once he's lined up, we'll go back and detail some. Alright, here we go, the lineup, some of y'all's favorite part. It really does bring the blend, the fade to life, in my opinion. I feel like the blend is looking good. Everything besides above the parietal ridge where the crown is cut too short, to me is looking blurry. But like I told you guys, I coached my client. I let him know we're gonna let his crown grow out. We're gonna let the hair above the parietal ridge grow out so it's as dark as possible, so you can't see through it. And man, the next cut he gets, it's gonna be even blurrier. So the back looks good, but for some reason my eyes were telling me it didn't. And when I watched this part, I feel like I was overdoing the detailing part. You know how I always tell you guys, sometimes you guys can detail so much you mess the cut up. And I'm not saying I messed the cut up, but it was already looking pretty damn good. So I just feel like all of this detailing I'm doing right now, it's kind of just a waste of, not a waste of time, but it's just adding on detailing to an area that really didn't need it. And that's part of the problem with being a barber, especially in the shop when you're grinding and you're trying to make money. You know, like, it's having the discipline to say, yo, this part is done. and not letting our OCD like take control of take the wheel, I should say, right? Like you got to have a balance. You got to have the discipline to say, this is good, let's continue, let's move, or else you're gonna be cutting somebody up for an hour and a half. So especially, I don't know if you guys saw in the corner in the recession area on that side, it was looking light, and that was part of it being too, like, just cut too high above the parietal ridge. Alright, so at this point we're going to use our blending shears, and I'm just looking for areas on the ridge that look a little dark, and we're just going to kind of try to lighten it up and blend it in just a little better, just give it a softer look with my blending shears. So here I face my client towards the mirror, I start to style it, I talk about the shape, I talk about how the hair is laying, I tell them how I'm styling it. And especially in this part as well, I'll show him how above the parietal ridge, because it's shaved up so high and so disconnected, it does mess with the shape a bit. And then I show them vision of what their hair could look like, you know, in a month or after the next few visits that they come see me, and that helps create retention. Alright guys, so this is the before. Now look at the after. Guys, thank you guys so much for watching another video. It's greatly appreciated. If you're new to the channel, please do smash the subscribe button, hit the like button, and you can see on this side, man, just above the parietal ridge, if we left it full, just like on this side it's full, that fade on the other side would have came out better, but regardless, we gave them the best that we could. We consulted, and that's our job as barbers. Thank you guys. See you in the next video.